Lions, I can't wait for this game.
Yeah,
this
man.
one's extra.
Yeah,
Not going to lie. Really want to win this one. Spencer Raxter, we got back-to-back Lions 4 downs. Ding, ding.
All right, first question of the Lions offensive 4 down. Whose game will it be against the Eagles? We know that it's an Amon-Ra game, or it's a Jahmyr Gibbs game, or a Jameson Williams game. Who do you see taking the cake in the Lions offense this week?
Dan Campbell game? Can I go that way?
Yes.
Or if it's not him, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Because this dude is unstoppable. When you need something, he's going to give it to you. And I think against the Eagles, he's going to give it to you.
It's going to be a Jack Campbell game.
I like it. I was going
double-digit tackles, some kind of play of significance. And I'm not doing this exercise to like. And I know people say JMO, and they try to get cute with it. I'm just telling you, it's going to be a Jack Campbell game. What do you guys got?
It's a Kelvin Shepard game, so I'm kind of leaning towards
weird.
You. I know, right?
Weird. Kelvin Shepard would say that. Weird.
No, I know. It's a Shep game because they have to be able to win in the trenches, in particular on the defensive side of the football, because you already know the Eagles are coming in. They're going to try to grind you out. Everybody's scared about the tush push, but it's just one of them things where it's going to happen, and you're going to have to deal with it when that time comes. But if you can win in the trenches defensively, be able to stop Saquon, be able to keep Jalen Hurts from running out the pocket and going crazy on you, then I feel like the Lions have the best chance to win.
Do you know how you can go without seeing the tush push? Don't get in a tush push situation.
Exactly.
And by the way, it's not the tush push. It is the brotherly shove.
Oh, excuse me.
Blakely in all capitals. He said offense, not defense, idiot. Oh, sorry, Blakely. I missed that part. I was looking at the chat while I was listening to his question. Sorry, Blakely. In an effort to involve as many people as I can in the chat, there's a lot going on over here on this seat. So
Blakely.
I'm sorry I missed that, Blakely. My apologies.
Blakely.
A lot of people saying David Montgomery in the chat. They are. And I don't hate that. What do you have, Spenny?
Yeah, I think I'm with Terry. I think it's going to be an Amon-Ra St. Brown game. I think that was he didn't like his game last week. Even though he got in the end zone, it still wasn't his type of game. He's had a couple drops here and there. He gets up going up against the upper-level competition. Eagles, one of the best teams in the NFC. I think we see an Amon-Ra St. Brown game.
That's fair. 100%. That's
fair.
fair.
You know why it's going to be him? He was catching balls with butter.
I saw that.
Honey.
Yeah.
Grease and something else.
Motor oil. Yeah.
Motor oil.
He was catching them all. It was funny, too, to see him be different with how he caught it. Like, he'd catch it with the point in his palm and then just kind of bring it in. It was pretty wild. Zach Soap, Khalif Raymond. I think we saw the Khalif Raymond game last week.
Yeah.
I think that we did. Next down.
All right, next question of the Lions offensive 4 for 4. What's the magic number in points for this one? What do you think they got to get to beat the Eagles?
Over
30s.
25.
Low 30s.
To win?
Over 25.
27.
Yeah. Because
the Eagles' offenses,
they not prolific. They can be on the right day, and hopefully that day ain't Sunday. But ultimately, if you've watched the Eagles, their offense, just the passing offense in particular, not good.
But I will say this: the Eagles are going to bring their A game.
They are,
because they know the Lions are dangerous. They know. Here's what they probably believe: they believe they could get blown out against the Lions if they don't bring their A shit. They're going to bring their A game. So I'm going to say the Lions will probably have to score 27 or 28 points.
Yeah, low 30s because that's what it takes to win in this league. When you're
not
playing
all the
a good
time.
team, when you're playing a good team though, and just backing up to what Terry said.
You don't need that for the Packers.
that is true. That is well, no, the Packers are great. I was told that. I may have been lied to, but I don't know. No, but Terry, backing up into it though, you got the Eagles. They're playing at home. They're gonna get in the mid 20s at a minimum. At a minimum, they're gonna get in the mid 20s, man. They just are.
All right, next question of the Lions offensive 4 for 4.
Spenny, real quick, side listen to the super chat because it's great. The pass rush win rate thing from Pro Football Frauds yesterday. Probably like that, Pro Football Frauds. Bothered me so much, I looked it up. Of the top 5 teams in pass rush win rate, only 2 are in the top 10 in sacks. But Silas, you cracked the code on the PFF game. You cracked it because how can you sell the name brands if they're not actually physically in the top 10 in the league in defense? You make shit up and then you put them in there. Like dude.
No, it's real.
PFF is the goddamn National Enquirer of sports. It is. It sits at the checkout line and it's like Micah Parsons. And then
right?
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
Right.
It's like Micah Parsons and like they talk about it, and then it's like the Eagles' defensive line, and then you look
Yeah.
and they're 27th in sacks.
And you got to give them credit because they've gotten to the
Boom, boom.
NFL.
How'd
A
they
lot of
get away
NFL
with it?
people use their metrics.
I don't know.
How
Sorry,
they get away with it?
Sorry, Spenny. Go ahead.
Next question of the Lions offensive 4-for-4. What is your confidence level in this offensive line going up against the Eagles?
1 to 10.
I'll answer this backwards. If there's an area of concern going forward in perpetuity for the Lions, Terry, if there's a level of concern, it is the offensive line. Like in terms of like this game per se, I don't know.
From 1 to it was always going to be a wash. Where are you at?
5, the same way you are, until the playoff thing shakes out. I'm not gonna lie, Terry. If you said, Neil, what's your biggest concern now going forward? Offensive line. Sorry, man, it just is.
Okay, my normal answer would be 1 to 10 and 8. But I respect Philadelphia's offensive line, so my confidence level in the Lions' offensive line is 7.
Yeah.
They're gonna be fine.
You think
and
so?
plus, Dan Campbell's still calling the plays. He's got a feel for his team, so he knows what's happening with these guys.
Saki 907 in the chat. Neil Wood back into it. Ha ha ha. Saki, that's the way your mom likes it. I just trying to make her happy. All right, next one.
Final question of the Lions offensive 4-for-4. Should Johnny Morton get the play calling back at any time this season?
It's
Sure.
a wrap.
As long as the headset's unplugged.
That he's not getting the play calling back.
Like, and you don't have to like fully unplug it. You can leave. So for those that don't know, like in broadcasting, headset stuff like that, there's an audio cable and a microphone cable that get plugged in. You can leave his audio cable plugged in. You can. So he'll hear everything that's going on. You just unplug the audio cable, or excuse me, unplug the mic cable, and then it's out. So when he talks, no one hears it. And then Terry, that way, you're able to check in on him every so often. It's like, hey, Johnny, what do you think about doing this? And he'll say, oh, yeah, I like that. Then he'll call a play. But the whole time Dan's been calling the plays. And they're not really listening to what he has to say. And, Terry, I just think, like, that's the way it should be. Just unplug that mic cable, but leave the rest plugged in. Is that fair?
Not going to fight you on that. But I absolutely believe Johnny Morton should get all play calls back if he's the offensive coordinator of the New Orleans Saints.
I was waiting for the hook.
100%.
If he's somewhere else, yeah, give it to him. But not here. It's Dan Campbell's show the rest of the season.
Yeah. He'll get it back maybe week 18 when they rest in players.
There you go. I like it. What do you think, Spencer?
No.
Yeah, no.
I almost said that. Hey, you got to play the hits.
Yeah.
You got to let people play the brand. I knew that's what you were going to say.
No, but sometimes you got to go right to the point. No.